Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rukat, Kodash, the bonds of the apostles, the bonds of the elders, a great millstone, Ruel, and touch its truth. Much respect to you brothers out there. Just preach his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of earth. Tabernacle David, hopefully like and the speckled bird, I want to say shalom, shalom. All right, let's get into this quick lesson. You know, I meant to do this lesson earlier, but, this is our job, man, to preach his word and to warn the flock, blow that trumpet. And now within us blowing that trumpet, you're going to have the elect that is going to take heed and going to have the 2/3 that is going to laugh and scoff and say that we ain't saying nothing. All right. As I had did this video a couple days ago, pretty much a response video to Manak Zaba's video. You know, as you read, the Lord sent prophets, not Cat Williams. And of course, you have the 2/3. Slacky, of course, you will have the 2/3 that will come on the comment board and have their feelings hurt or say that we ain't saying nothing, man. But that's pretty much the Lord's plan. You know, you are not blameless, man. All right. You have heard this truth. And since you did not take heed to this truth, since you want to look up to these so-called leaders of our people instead of the prophets, you're going to share the same judgment, if not more. All right. Let's see. You had one dude, when you left Christianity to become a Hebrew, all right, to become a Hebrew. Hey, we always been Hebrews. All right, Hebrew Israelites, the Lord's chosen people. Okay, it's just that we fell away from our heritage. Did you stop to verify the historical of all the Bible stories during your transition from Christianity to Hebrew Israelite, or did you just maintain the same belief in the same stories? All right, and we understand. You know, the dude might be asking a sincere question, or he may be scoffing. All right. But to answer his question, these historical accounts, all right, they're actually biblical. They actually happen. All right. And we maintain the same belief as in, the historical accounts, but we understand that this Bible is talking about our people. All right, Esau, Edom. You know, this man knows that these things happen. You have the relics. Shoot, even after the fall of the Roman Empire, you had the Holy Roman Empire into the Byzantine Empire. All right, that's when Jake was ruling. You have all the artifacts of that. And Esau, Edom, will call it the Dark Ages. Why? Because he wasn't ruling. It said that there was no advances in technology and all that stuff. It was base. No, you was base. All right. You really telling on yourself. But anyways, going back to the accounts. Yeah. All right. These things did happen. All right. Fire and brimstone raining down onto Sodom and Gomorrah and those other 5 cities. All right. These things happen. Esau, Edom knows that it's happened. It's just that, Jake want to be hard-headed and don't want to believe. The accounts are out there. The artifacts are out there. It's just that the Lord has a remnant that's going to attain this knowledge, and the 2/3 are going to disregard it. It can be right there in their face, and they disregard it. All right? So to answer your question, all right, we believe these accounts happen, all right? Esau, Edom, who's a so-called white man, can prove it. You have the artifacts, right? You have it to show that we went into captivity under captivity under captivity. Hey, it's just up to you. Hey, it's really the Lord's movie if you're going to believe or not. All right? You have this dude right here, man, if you don't give that white boy back his book and living in world of delusion. All right. And I pretty much replied to him, if this is a so-called white man's book, why does it have his judgment in it? All right. Jake is on a very, very low level, man. All right. The scriptures speak of our people being, the Bible speaks of our people being so-called black people. The Lord is a so-called black man. All right. It's just that you haven't taken the time to read the Bible, or you've seen these videos and you click off them. And, if you did go to Christianity, that's why it's a huge judgment is going to go on upon these pastors, because your pastor is not breaking down the word right. Right. And I'm going to get this scripture real quick, showing you judgment is going to happen unto this man. His judgment is written in his book. Salakia got a new phone, so I got to re-highlight everything. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patient and faith of the saints. See that? So the faith of the saints, so it's the true saints, Salakia, the true saints are patiently waiting. Or you go into that word patience, suffering, patiently waiting for this man to go into captivity, for judgment to be brought upon this man. And this is just one of many, many scriptures, man. Let's see, I'm going to go to 2 Thessalonians 1 and 16. It is a righteous thing with power to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. You see, if you actually knew the Bible, you understand what the Lord is about, all right, to a certain degree, all right, all right, because the Lord has secrets and knowledge that he's going to bestow upon us in the kingdom. But anyways, you will understand that a false balance is abomination to Yahweh thy power. So this man can't get away with all this wickedness. All right. The Lord is allowing him to do these things. So when the Lord judges this man, hey, he's not going to be able to bear it. All right. So he trouble us. So recompense and tribulation is going to be unto him. Go to the book of Obadiah 1 and 18. Let's highlight that. In fact, I might get 16 real quick. Matter of fact, it's like it. Yeah, matter of fact. I keep on saying matter of fact. I'm going to just start at verse 14. This is talking about Esau, Edom. This is one of the shortest book in the Bible, but yet one of the most powerful book in the Bible. And this is a judgment unto Esau, Edom. Obadiah 1 and verse 14. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Talking about the Babylonian kingdom. Our people, Slagia, our people were being enslaved by the Babylonians, and Esau, Edom helped forward our affliction. All right. Neither shouldest thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. You see that? So these heathens, especially Esau, Edom, he's at the top as you read in Psalms 83. These heathens can't get away with all these atrocities, all these things that they have done to our people. They can't do that. They can't get away with it. All right. Judgment is going to come upon them. All right. Just because it doesn't happen in your time doesn't mean it ain't going to happen. As I read in the book of Revelation 13:10, the saints are patiently waiting for these things to happen. It's just that 2/3 of Jake, especially living in this kingdom, where you can pretty much get everything in an instant. They have no patience. They have no faith. But that's all right, You saying that we living in a delusion. Hey, I may get it, I may not. I'm just gonna, quote Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 on down. These people are going to have a rude awakening. They're gonna have a rude awakening. I'm gonna just sum it up like that. That we had the truth and they did not. It shall be done unto thee, thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down. They shall be as though they had not been. You see that? All right, the kingdoms, it's not going to be remembered. And that affliction that they forward to us is going to be forward to them. All right? And they're not going to be able to bear it, man. They're going to drink that cup of slavery, man. Right? But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You see that? Which, regardless, they're pretty much just holding on to our possessions. All right, the earth was made for our sakes. So they're just going to give us back our things, our possessions, all right? Here's the point right here. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau, who is a so-called white man, for stubble. So the two houses of Israel, southern and northern kingdom, is coming back together, and they're going to be fire, man. They're going to be flames. We're going to have that power, all right? It says the house of Esau for stubble. What's stubble, man? Right? All right, we the fire, and that man gonna be stubble. All right, just dirt, just ashes, man. That's what this man's gonna be. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua have spoken it. You see that? For the Lord has spoken it. All right. So if this book is a so-called white man's book, why does it have his judgment in here? Make it make sense. Jake is out here confused, but yet they'll believe a newspaper, they'll believe the news, things that are written by men. Okay. They'll believe the zodiac signs, all right, which that's a bunch of madness, but you won't believe the Bible. That's all right. That's all right. You're going to be made a liar. You're going to be exposed. You're going to be confounded. Yeah, that's the word. You're going to be confounded very, very soon. Let's get this real quick. Revelation 1 and verse 13. In the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and a girdle about the paps with a golden girdle. So this right here, what we're reading about, is what Yahushua looks like. And Yahushua looks just like his father. Those that have kids, children, a lot of times your children is like a little mini me of you. That's Yahushua. He's like a mini Yahweh. All right. It looks just like the father. But right here is describing what he wore. All right. Clothes down to the foot. All right. He had a golden war belt. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire. So he had white hair, a white beard, a white fro, all right? Eyes of flame as fire. He drunk wine. And literal, man, don't be surprised if you start shooting sparks of lightning out of his eyes, man. And here's a description right here. And his feet like unto fine brass. All right, brass is a derivative of brown, as if it burned in the furnace. And his voice is the sound of many waters. So he had a deep voice. And you burn that brass in the furnace, man, it's going to turn black, man. So he was a very dark-skinned man. But Jake has the nerve to say that this is Esau Edom's book, man. Madness. So, you're going to be confounded. Got this appear to be Eve, if I'm not mistaken. maybe not. Appear to be Eve. Let's see. Most of those things, most of those with the titles prophet / prophetess, all right, because we know you have these women that try to be teachers out here. You know, they going off. If you're a woman and you out there trying to teach the Bible, you're going off. You're only supposed to teach other women. But anyways, preachers ain't saying a doggone thing. Raw truth will always draw people. Stop hating and say something. How can someone in the world be more fearless than those claiming to be chosen of God? Please miss me with that. Hey, you about to be confounded, man. Very, very soon. See, what you don't realize, the Lord has set up prophets, have set up men to give the Lord no rest day and night, prophesying, doing the work of the Lord. And so, you know, these people, man, Jake is going to learn the hard way that we had the wisdom, man. We had the truth, that we stood boldly, all right? We stood boldly, man. You know, a lot of us, you know, brothers talk about it a lot. A lot of us, man, we could have made it in the world. We got talents, but we chose this talent to preach his word, okay? Because we understood there's a greater reward. Cat Williams knows about this truth, you know, and he may be controlled opposition, man. You know, he may not have laid down a slug. He may not have, you know, got his asshole stretched out. But, you know, may have been some things he had to do behind the scenes. Hey, they may had him sleep with a transformer, man. You know? But regardless, he doesn't have the full truth. And Cat Williams is just a stepping stone for you to get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know, you hear about the Illuminati and all that stuff. You know, it's just a stepping stone for you to eventually take heed about this truth. You know? Because with this truth, at least we know we have a way, Yahweh Razah, we have a way to escape, man. That we seek the Lord, we please the Lord to the best of our ability, he's going to give us protection. See, y'all not going to have protection. Y'all going to be out here looking stupid. Jake right here, yeah, prophets like T.D. Jakes and Eddie Long. All right. Those dudes ain't no prophets, man. They ain't the men of the Lord. Read Jeremiah 23, man. They are not the men of the Lord. They wicked as hell. All right. They're false prophets. The Lord did not call these men. Let's get a little scriptures. I may do a part 2. Hebrews 4 and verse 12. For the word of power is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing, even dividing asunder of soul and spirit and the joints and marrow, and discerning of the thoughts and intents of the heart. You see, the word of Yahweh Shemel Shah is powerful. It's a two-edged sword, man. So it cuts you. And a lot of these Jakes that come across our videos that are not of the 2/3, they're going to get cut. Even if you are the elect. You know, when we heard this word, we got cut. But the difference is between us. We took heed. It's like, all right, hey, man, I was bugging out. I was going off. So we took heed to the word. 2/3 of Jakes, they're going to be in their feelings. And, you know, they're going to call you every name under the sun, or they're going to call you a false prophet. You know, they're going to look at you crazy, but that's the Lord's movie. He wants the majority of the people to fall into a ditch. Jeremiah 5 and verse 11. For the house of Israel and the house of Judah have dealt very treacherously against me, saith the Lord. You see that? And most likely, a lot of these dudes that are on the comment board may be of the 2/3, man. and in their past lives, and even now, had dealt very treacherously against the Lord, taking heed to false prophets and not the Lord's true men and the Lord himself. Verse 12. They have belied the Lord and said, is it not he? Neither shall evil come upon us. You see? Dudes like that in the Christian church, man. You know? Matter of fact, that's what I meant to touch on as well. Pursuant to this comment from Old School. All right, that story. Matter of fact, he's talking about Slocky. He was talking about historical accounts, man. He's talking about atrocity. Hey, it's historical accounts that actually took true came Slocky. The actually it happened. Right? These things actually happen in the Bible, but what Christians preach in Christianity, that they're just gonna get beamed up, that they don't have to go through anything. All right, that's not so. You gotta endure hardness as a good soldier. He that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved. And then you're gonna get beamed up. All right? That Christianity madness of you just getting beamed up and, you know, they're gonna be like a 7-year tribulation. That's not biblical, man. How they break down the word is not biblical. All right, so evil will come upon these people. Neither shall we see sword nor famine. That's what they saying, man. And see, and the prophets shall become wind, and the word is not in them. Thus shall be done unto them. You see that? The word is not in them. And everyone that took heed unto these false prophets, that want to look down upon the Lord's true prophets, well, as it said in verse 12, you know, hey, the sword and famine is going to come upon you. You know, they say it's not going to come upon them. The sword and famine is going to come upon you. Okay? Let's see, verse 15. Lo, I will bring a nation upon you. Slack it. Skip the verse. This is verse 14. Wherefore, thus saith Yahweh Bashim El Shah, power of hosts, because you speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. You see, it devour them, because this truth, this word is discerner of spirits, man. Those that are not meant to get this word are going to get cut. They want to do evil unto you, man. But that's okay. We're in the time where the Lord going to raise up his prophets, and he going to give them that power. Right? You see, in the past, because the Lord deals with balance, he allowed you to take hold unto the prophets. Now we're in the time where a lot of the men of the Lord not going to take that L anymore. Regardless, we not taking L's regardless, man. Whether you live or die in this truth, you still going to get that spiritual power. You still going to get beamed up. But what these people are going to see, they're going to see you with that power, man. So they're going to get cut by the word, and they're going to get cut by that power, man. I love saying it, man. We're going to be jumping over E to be getting on you niggas, man, to give y'all a whooping that y'all deserve, because y'all supposed to be a righteous branch unto the Lord. But instead, y'all chose wickedness over righteousness, right? Lo, I bring a nation upon you from afar, O house of Israel, saith the Lord. It is a mighty nation. It is an ancient nation, a nation whose language thou knowest not, neither understandest what they say. And that's why we went into captivity. That's why, we went into captivity upon captivity. And now we're in the hands of the Edomites. All right? And through this horrible captivity, as it was done in the time of the Greeks, You know, you profess that you a Jew. He didn't want that, man. He wants you eating pork, okay? He wants you eating abominable, detestable things, man. He wanted you in wickedness. And so our people fell away from their heritage, as the Bible speaks of. But the Lord has that remnant that's going to take heed, that's not going to bow down to this man, especially the MOTB, all right? And most likely a lot of these dudes, they're on the comment board, they're not going to make it. They're of that unrighteous branch, man. That's not springing forth righteous fruit, all right? But defiled fruit. Let's see, Ecclesiastes 9 and verse 13, this wisdom have I seen also under the sun, and it seemed great unto me. There was a little city, a few men within it, and there came a great king against it, and besieged it, and built great bulwarks against it. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he, by his wisdom, delivered the city. Yet no man remembered that same poor man. That's his wisdom, man. All right. Here it is. You know, you going to our historical times. All right. Dude trying to, I believe he's scoffing. But anyways, we go into captivity, or the nations will conquer us. The Lord will raise up prophets, judges, and he will get us up out of the captivity. And this will happen over and over again. And it's like Jake is so hard-headed. Jake is so stupid. You know? Jake is so stupid, man. Here it is. You keep on going to captivity under captivity, but you keep on following the ways of the heathens, man. Make it make sense, man. And so the Lord is showing you, you know, our people forget this wisdom, man. You know, that's why we in this captivity today. Because you kept on forgetting this wisdom. You kept on forgetting the Lord, the one that made the heavens and the earth, the one true power that is your God and none else. You chose to take advantage of him, you know? Let's see, verse 16, this is pretty much the point. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. And these people despise the poor man's wisdom. All right, they rather hear it from Cat Williams or whoever instead of the prophets. But that's okay, because the Lord had chosen it to be that way, because the majority of these people are going to be confounded. I may end it right there. I may do a part 2 because I have more scriptures. So Lord willing, to edify, I want to give all praises going on to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Kodash. The ones to the apostles, the ones to the elders, great millstone, rule well and touch the truth and the wall, may do a part 2. Shalom.